The GG Army in Brazil, thanks to the support of Chemist Warehouse, home of real brands and real savings every day.
Kossie, he's alongside me. He's found his Brazilian heart in this place. So much so, it's such a European type city, Curitiba, that he felt safe enough to go out in public and buy a man bag. Kossie, you look good with that leather satchel.
I got sick of dragging a jacket around. I came out this morning and it was cold and I thought it was going to be like yesterday, freezing, but today's magnificent. Not hardly a cloud in the sky and the temperature's about 20, 22 degrees, very balmy, and it's a really beautiful place. It's so laid back, and I went to these markets in the middle of town. They call them the hippie markets, which is right up my alley because I'm a big refugee from the 60s, and I had a ball there. There was so much you could spend your money on. The people were great, easy to serve. There's some restaurants, cafes. It's just a really comfortable place. And you know what? My Polish roots, they even had some pierogi there. They had a Polish stand selling Polish food. But it already filled up on the Brazilian stuff before that.
It really is. It's got a wonderful European feel, this city. It's very open, it's well planned, and people are enjoying the sunshine, as you can see behind us in the paddle boats and whatnot. And we're hoping that conditions holds for tomorrow when the Socceroos play. We'll preview that game in just a moment. It's a big day for the Socceroos. Expectations have grown after their first two performances, but the Green and Gold Army guys, John, they had a bit of a break over the last couple of days to check out what this place has to offer. And some of them headed off to what many people believe is the top resort or top getaway in this part of the world, Honey Island. Well, there it is, Kossie. It looks like Gilligan's Island, Brazil style.
No, it could have been Forex Island as well, Australian style.
Well, we get back to the serious business of football tomorrow. Things have changed dramatically in the last 2 weeks for the Socceroos. We came here hoping to see fine performances. We have, and I guess in this final game, expectations are that now they've set a standard, they need to reach that again.
Yeah, look, it's a hard thing to actually put a finger on because we wanted good performances and we got those. The football was probably beyond a lot of people's expectations because a lot of the pundits had written the game, the Socceroos off before we got here. All right, we haven't got any points from 2 matches, but the performances have been second to none. And I think the improvement and the change in our style between Chile and Holland, and that could have something to do tactically with the way the opposition set up, but the Holland game was great, and if we can make that next step again against Spain, I mean, look, I'm not going to say that we can beat Spain because Spain, they're a team that are used to success, and they're not going to want to finish on the bottom of the group, no points, and having to go back home with their tails between their legs, having been knocked off by a team 60 places below them in the FIFA rankings.
So I expect Spain to be fierce tomorrow and try to reclaim something from a disastrous campaign, but we will be there without Tim Cahill and Mark Bresciano as well. So this is a new look Australian team. It's one basically manufactured by Australian football in Australia. So for so long we sent our best young players off overseas to become stars and then brought them back in green and gold shirts and asked them to perform. Well, most of these players tomorrow will have had A-League experience as their formative experience. Maybe McGowan and Davidson, the two that come to mind that haven't. The rest of them have had A-League experience. This is a different era for the Socceroos.
Yeah, it's great that you can look at the first or the starting 11 for a national team in the World Cup finals, and as you said, 90% of them have cut their teeth in the A-League back home. And look, I think it's great. I'm happy to see that, and I think the players that came in that have cut their teeth in the A-League Matt Mackay last week against Holland, I thought he was exceptional. Ollie Bozanic, it's only his first season overseas. I know he spent a little bit of time with Reading when he was younger, but he's been back in the A-League for 3 or 4 years, and they both had exceptional performances. Bresh will be out. Timmy Cahill obviously suspended, but I think he's carrying a niggle as well. But Matt Leckie, what a story for him. Here's a kid that grew up playing Aussie rules in Victoria, converted to the real football and couldn't get a gig with a club in the A-League in Melbourne, shipped across to Adelaide. The rest of it's history. You know, he's gone to Germany. Now people are talking about him all around the world, and I've got to thank Chemist Warehouse once again. Real brands, real savings. They got me here. I got to witness this. I got to be a part of all this. The beautiful cities, the fantastic people, and go the Socceroos tomorrow.
It's going to be a special day. It's the last game of this campaign, but it's just the start of a bigger journey, we feel, for all of the Socceroos, and the Green and Gold Army will be there in force, and we'll bring it to you all here on Green and Gold Army TV. We'll catch you then.